all can be traded. My heart's a bit spaded. I'm not too prideful to openly. You've been all complacent. The tides have been changing. Love is just patience, and for you.
What's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be reading thrillers for a week. I got on Book Talk and asked my babes which video I should film because I was torn between filming a 24-hour reading vlog and reading thrillers for a week, because I'm also in the middle of finding this video ends when I find a 5-star read, and I felt like maybe if I change genres it would help me find one, and that don't seem to be the case. But yeah, they chose reading thrillers for a week, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna start reading The Teacher by Freddie McFadden because a group of bookish babes wanted to buddy read The Teacher, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm about to get started reading that now, and then I'll check in with you guys a little bit later and let you guys know my thoughts on the book. So I'll talk to y'all a little later. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. If you hear it, it's the washing machine. So yeah. Alright guys, I am 60% through The Teacher by Freddie McFadden. I know I started reading this book around like 6 o'clock, and it's like 10. Yeah, it's like 10:13. I let my sister do my nails today. I don't know if y'all can see that. I let her do my nails and everything while I was reading. So this book is so far is about this married couple, Eve and her husband. They're both teacher at this school, and last year this incident happened where this girl was accused of sleeping with one of the teachers, and he ends up getting fired. Yeah. And she ends up coming back to school. She's adamant that she never did anything with him, and like nothing ever happened. Like she just seen him as a father figure, and he was just there for her to help her because her dad died, and her dad was initially trash. Y'all, I don't know how this book's gonna end, because one thing about Miss Freedom McFadden, she always have these twists and turns in her books where I'm not even sure where half of this I'm not sure where this book's gonna end or what's gonna happen, and I'm kind of scared. And yes, that is a scrawl that you see. I went to Chipotle, and that's the only thing I can find to use this bookmark right now. But I need to be heading out the door to work. Hopefully I can finish this book tonight, because I want to start reading either the Paris Apartment. Hold on, y'all, because let me turn y'all so I can grab it. I want to either start reading The Paris Apartment. Remember that? First Light Wins, and or No Exit by Taylor Adam. This is my TBR so far for this video. Is No Exit, First Light Wins, and The Paris Apartment. So we're gonna actually stick this over here on the shelf so that when this time comes, we're going to be picking up one of those books. So yeah, but let me hurry up and go to work, and I'll talk to y'all later. Not him pulling all of them with the same words. I am done reading The Teacher by Freedom McFadden, and I can't say I was expecting that. Now, while reading this book, I was kind of like, that's weird. Like, like, it was more of a whole, I am completely and utterly confused. I am baffled. I don't know what the heck is going on. But we're gonna go along for the ride. Girl, one thing Miss Frida know how to do is tell a story. She know how to tell a story, build it up, and then be like, but you thought that was it? No. Mm-mm. And it's always the last chapter in the epilogue that gets me with her books. The last chapter in the epilogues have me ready to reread the books to see what I missed. Y'all, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. That's what this book gets, a 4.5. I really enjoyed that. I'm not even gonna lie, 4.5. So close. So close. 4.5. But we're gonna pick our next read up, which is going to be The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. To pick up Allie Hay, not what is Alex Feeney, Daisy Darker. This is about a family going to their outlet, this tiny island where once you get in, you can't get out until the tide goes down, and it's like every couple of minutes or hour or so, one of them are dropping dead, and they trying to figure out who's killing who and what's going on. Y'all, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this. Now, I was not a fan of rock paper scissors. I don't know why. Maybe I need to reread it. Maybe I'm not a thriller girl, like I keep telling y'all. But maybe I need to reread that one. But this one right here is pretty good to me, and I am like 30% through. I think I'm on chapter 15, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm on chapter 15. Got to be chapter 15. Yeah, it has to be chapter 15 because, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish reading this, and I will talk to y'all later, probably tomorrow, where we can pick up the third book. Y'all, we're going to Florida. We're going to Florida, and hopefully I can finish off my reading thrillers for a week before we go, because today is Thursday, and I started this challenge on a Tuesday, so we got until next Tuesday to finish this, but we'll see how many thriller books I can read within this time period. But I'm gonna go ahead and start reading this, and I'll talk to y'all later. Did I say that Thursday? Girl, today is Wednesday. Do not listen to me. Today is clearly Wednesday. Mind y'all business. I'm a little off. I'm just ready to go out of town. Alright guys, so I finished reading Alex Finney, Daisy Darker. I gave this book a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The way the ending caught me so off guard. I was not expecting what was going on to happen. I'm not even gonna lie. I honestly thought whoever was doing all the killing to the people, I thought it was someone totally different from who it actually was and what it actually was, because I just was so wrong. I'm not even gonna, because I feel like it's the most least expected, well, but that can't even be true, because like I'm saying, I thought it was the most least suspected person in this book, but turns out it was somebody totally different. It was someone totally different. The plot, the twist of it, like, y'all, this book was so good. I really enjoyed it. One thing I feel like, I don't know, I might be becoming a thriller girl. I may be becoming a thriller reader, because one thing I noticed, that anytime I read a thriller, I read it fairly quickly. I'm locked in whenever I start reading it, so I read it for a longer period of time. I can get through more thrillers than I can get through romance books, or, well, of course not fantasy, but they're just so fast paced, so like attention grabbing and catching. Like, I don't know. I really enjoyed this so much. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I finally grabbed it and read it. 4 stars. And now we're gonna choose our next read. I have a few books that I set aside right here that I want to read. The Locked Door by Freedom McFadden. No Exit by Taylor Adam. I DNF this at 20%, as you guys seen, for first lie wins. I should take this off and find another one to put up there. So it's between those three books so far. But either way, if I get finished with whichever one of these books, I'm gonna have to pick another one anyways, and I'm gonna be at work for like 16 hours today. But we're gonna decide which book I want to read, and then I'll be back to show you guys what I chose. I am 32% through The Locked Door by Freedom McFadden. It's about this girl who dad is a serial killer. He ends up killing, I guess, blonde hair, blue eyed girls, and he ends up getting caught and spending the rest of his life in prison. And now someone is, I guess, essentially copying him, like a copycat killer. And the police comes to her to make sure, like, it wasn't her, because she's the daughter of the serial killer. So of course, if it's being copycat, they're gonna go to the closest relative. And she's a surgeon as well. She's a surgeon. So that's how far I'm in the book. That's all I know right now. I'm not gonna lie, I did flip to the end of the book and read the last sentence, because I was just like, I want to know what happened. Like, why are we discussing everything that her dad did, and how she just so disconnected from people and don't want to be in a relationship, don't want kids. Like, she just wanted to be by herself and alone. And I really want to know what happened. So, I mean, although you can see that she do have this kind of dark side, because she was like, anytime she's in a situation where she's getting frightened, the first thing she asks is like, what will her dad do? And you shouldn't want to take advice from a serial killer. A serial killer. But I'm gonna finish reading it, because in the morning, when I get off, we're heading to Florida. Well, it's a really vacation for the kids, but next month we're going to Houston to celebrate my sister homeboy's birthday. So that's an adult trip. But yeah, let's finish reading and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, so it is Tuesday. I finished reading The Locked Door by Freedom McFadden earlier today. I read here and there while I was on vacation. I didn't get any footage of me reading, because for some reason it was just so bright out there. Well, in Florida it was like so bright, and I couldn't adjust my camera to the brightness, which was crazy to me. But yeah, I finished reading it. I gave it 3.75. It's about this girl who dad is a serial killer, and he loved locking his basement door, and Nora was always trying to go down there and see what he had going on. But for some reason, her mother and her dad was like, yeah, no, don't. Well, of course, her dad had a reason. I was still, to this day, I wonder, did her mom know what was going on? It never specified whether she knew that she was married to a serial killer. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think she did. Now that I think back, I don't think she did because of a comment that was made by the father in this book. Gave it a 3.75. I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty good book for what it was. It's not like one of my favorite Frida McFadden books ever, but you know, it is what it is. But here are the 3 books that I read this week. I read The Teacher by Frida McFadden, Daisy Darker, which was so good, by Alice Feeney, and The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I think I'm becoming a thriller girl because the way I flew through these books, and I enjoyed it. Like, I read these books so fast, that was crazy, and I'm surprised. But then again, all thriller books are fairly easy for me to read, so that says a lot about that. Maybe I need to get in some more thrillers. Maybe I'm in my thriller era right now. Probably just for this week though, because next week I'm gonna be back to saying I don't read thrillers. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video right here, so I can go ahead and get it up for you guys today, and I'll see you guys later, because I gotta film my reading wrap up for March for you guys. So I'll see you guys in that video.
I'm calling bullshit. Say you got it, but you ain't got nothing. Bad bitches don't say shit, they just hug.